Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here with a new moon reading. And I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for clicking here. I appreciate you already. Thanks so much for being in the comments. Thank you so much for your thumbs up. And I appreciate that you're here. Thank you so much for wanting to be part of this tribe. All right, so we're talking about the new moon in Cancer, and that's on the 17th. On this side of the world, it's on the 17th of July, and so you may find yourself, I would say, emotional. I'm one that is very much affected by the full moon and the new moon energies, and I am feeling quite emotional. Probably more emotional than I've been in a long while, actually, and that's because the energies are about that, right? Cancer is sort of, feeling everything very deeply under the surface. So it feels like everything that has been under the surface emotionally is about to purge. So if you find yourself a little more emotional than usual, this is likely your time to purge. So we do have this as being a time to receive, because, the fire signs and air signs are masculine energy, and the earth signs and water signs are feminine energy. So we are in the yin right now. And so be open to receiving things like visions and information, feedback from other people, whether it be in a workplace or about yourself. Be open to receiving, I would say, at this time is really important, because Cancer's energy is inward, right? It's more emotional and kind of under the surface. I feel like for a lot of you, it is going to be a time of emotional purging. So if you find yourself, like I said, more emotional than usual, you could be someone who is having that type of reaction with this energetic moon. All right, here we go. This is an all signs reading. And what does that mean, Elsie? You haven't time-stamped anything. What's going on? Well, this is your energy or it's not. It's for the whole collective. Anybody who logs in here, it's either going to resonate with you or it won't. Depends the timeline you're on. So what's coming for you? It says a win-win outcome has been forecast. Is the full moon in Libra. You are about to get some great balance, I feel. You're about to feel justified in something, like something is finally going in your favor, like something is finally balanced. You're finally going to get some balance in this new cycle, because full moons, they are ends of cycles, and new moons, they are beginnings of cycles. So in this new cycle here, I feel like there is about to be a lot of balance, and no matter what happens, it's win-win. That's what it feels like. No matter what is coming up, you are going to win. We have surrender to the divine, and we have full moon. It may be for some of you because you have decided to surrender to the divine, but I feel as though the win-win is forecasted for you to give you balance, because it feels like you already have surrendered to the divine, is what I want to say. That you are someone who, follows the moon, who follows your energetic boundaries, and maybe explores others' energetic boundaries. Yeah, it feels like everything that you do with divine wisdom. That's what it feels like. It feels like who I'm connecting with here. We have be bold and make the first move. All right. What we got in the bottom, it says take time to breathe out. Have you been holding your breath? Are you waiting for something? That's what it feels like. Maybe you've been waiting for something, like to take a really bold move. I was in, I think it's the sneak peek for the week, this one that I just did this last Monday. And I think it was in that one, when I started Aries reading, I had to take a really big breath. Whew, like something is going down. It says be bold and make the first move. And that's Aries energy. That's cardinal energy. Yeah, interesting. Cardinal sign. Okay, and let's get one card for the future here. We will use the Sacred Traveler. Been enjoying that deck this week. Had it hidden away for a bit. All right. Let's take a look into the future. What's coming up in the future after this new moon in Cancer? What's coming up? I think you will be surrendering to the divine if you haven't done that already. I think somebody is about to just purge. Yeah. Yep. Give it up to the divine and just purge it all. We have cleansing waters. Wow, that's beautiful. You are in a purge because it says purification activates vibrant life force. It's a cleansing water. Literally your tears, my love. You are cleansing yourself with those tears. Don't be afraid to cry. I don't care if you're feminine or masculine. Just don't be afraid to cry. It's time of purging right now. All right, what we got here? Taking shelter. The answers are within. The answers have been within, it looks like. All right. Okay. What's going on here? A win-win outcome is forecast. You're going to get your justice. You're going to get your balance. It's because you've surrendered. You just said to the universe, you know what? I don't even want to see this person's first name and last name, fill in the blank as it is. I don't even want to see this person anymore. Just bring me what I deserve. And I feel like the universe answers back. It says, okay, well then go. Be bold and make the first move. You're the leader. All right. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Two of Cups. Ten of Wands. Just listening. You know what? The win-win. It seems to me that the balance that's coming for you, Three of Cups, is this reunion. There is going to be some sort of a reunion that's coming. It's going to be as a result of somebody purging. I believe the Two of Cups is right next door to the Three of Cups, and 2 and 3 is 5. We can't ignore that there probably has been some sadness here. Somebody has been carrying around some sadness and is about to dump that. I feel like you're about to just let it go before you start your new cycle. And the Ten of Wands is here. You never had to drag these around. You could have always put them down, whatever it is for you. But I feel as though some of it comes from past decisions that you regret, that keep visiting you, and you keep carrying them around. You keep carrying the burdens around. It's time to let them go. That's what's going to lighten the load for you. I feel like what you're getting balance in is I feel like you're getting some sort of an invitation. There's a celebration on the table. The win-win outcome that is forecast is I believe you're either going to be invited somewhere or have this reunion with people or a person that you have a lot of feelings for. This is going to allow you to drop your burdens and get your balance. I like it. Tell me what you're surrendering to the divine, collective. What are you even surrendering? What are you surrendering? We have the Hanged Man in reverse. So you've come to some sort of an enlightenment, it feels. You were hanging there in the Hanged Man position, trying to look at something from another point of view. What ended up happening was you ended up enlightened and getting an answer. I feel your gut gave you an answer, or will be giving you an answer to something over the full moon. I think that you come to some sort of a realization or awareness that you didn't have before. And I think that it's something that you felt in your gut, but you weren't really sure until now. The Eight of Pentacles is, it looks like you've been working on yourself, it feels like, that you have become sort of an expert by this time, trying to look at it from another's point of view. I think you're super empathic, and so that is something that you just do. I feel like surrendering it to the divine is the key, though, because I feel as though you come to this enlightenment. You come to this enlightenment because you've really worked hard on yourself. The sun in the reverse. Full moon. Now the sun is always the sun, right? I think it's telling me that you've been spending too much time alone. When I look at the Eight of Pentacles next to the sun in reverse, This particular depiction shows children outside, and it feels like you're just not getting out enough, that you might be spending too much time alone, doing whatever it is that you do for a living. So you might be someone that works from home and you don't necessarily really see people during the week. Maybe you work remotely and you don't really see people. I feel like your realization, I feel, as you surrender to the divine, is that it's time for you to get out and be more social. That you've been working a lot and maybe it's time to slow down on that, the sun in reverse. Yeah. Maybe it's time to slow down working here. I think it's your realization, though. I think that you've been working a lot, and it's a realization that you've had that you need to get out more. I think that you're not going outside. The sun's in the reverse, and when you don't see other people, other humans, understand those people all bring messages to us that are for our benefit. So if you're not seeing other people, other humans that you know, you're not really learning anything, which is also, for me as a reader, the sun in reverse. It's like it's an okay place to be. The sun is still shining. You're laying on the beach, but you're not really learning anything. There's no growth there. There's no growth in laying on the beach. I'm not saying that you have to keep producing. Please don't do that. But I'm saying, it's a place that you don't mind being, but it feels as though the universe is telling you it's time to get outside. Yeah, see other people here. Be bold and make the first move, right? Cardinal moon. Cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Interesting. The Three of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Wow, 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 wow. All up in the head, hey? Be bold and make the first move. But it feels as though you've been trying to make the first move for a while. Yeah. You've been trying to make the first move for a while here, but it's been all in your head. You've got 6 swords here, right? You've got 3, 2 more, and then the one that's in the page's hand. I feel as though you are going to be bold and make the first move because the Page of Swords has showed up. And the page is all about the details, right? All about learning and teaching and, well, this is the student, the person who is willing to take the feedback. Yeah. It feels like you have had a hard time making this decision, but I do believe that, probably after we get over this new moon and get into a couple of days after that, it feels like you decide that it's time. You just need to reach out to somebody here. The Two of Swords has kept you blocked, your heart blocked for a really long time. Yeah, we've got 5 swords here. Maybe it was because of something that was said or something that you perceived. But it feels like you've been trying to make this decision for a long time, and I think you've just made it. I think that this energy is coming up after the new moon. I feel like you're reaching out to someone here. I feel like you've been watching them. So in the neighborhood, in the grocery store, it's not creepy. That's not what I'm feeling. I feel as though you're keeping track of them. So it might be online. It might be in your neighborhood. I don't know. Your situations are all going to be different. But it feels like there is, someone who has been watching is going to be reaching out. All right. Let's find out what the cleansing waters is. Purification activates vibrant life force. You are purging. Allow the cleansing waters, my friend. Allow it. It's necessary. Feminine or masculine. You have the Magician. Yeah, it's only you that can do it. Yeah, there you go. See, the cleansing waters, it's the purging of the energies that you've been holding on to, the ones that have been under the surface that you haven't wanted to bubble to the surface, because let's face it, a lot of masculines are raised, don't you dare cry, right? It's time to let those emotions out. I'm telling you, it's healthy. It's going to help you have better relationships with your family and friends, your lover, your kids. Learning to cry or learning to express emotion in a healthy way is never a bad thing. And I feel like you figure that out here, because what happens here is I feel like during the purification of you, and I don't think it's just emotional. I feel like you're about to make a really big move in your life. And I feel like it scares you, but it also, you're trying to hold it down with all of these swords. You're like, that's okay, it's all right, I'm going to make the first move, but you're holding it down with all the swords. You start, the Page of Swords, you're like, I'm going to send, I'm going to hit the send, but it feels like it's all up in your head right now. But I feel like after this new moon is when you make the decision to do that. So I think it happens before the end of this month. Because we've got the Magician here and the Page of Pentacles, right? And so that's the answer. The answer is, I've got all the tools. I got all the aces in my hand. I feel like you're going to do everything that you can to reach out to someone. We now have Page of Pentacles, so reach out to someone not only in thought, but in the 3D world. Someone who you think is your soulmate here. Wow. The Wheel of Fortune is in the future, like the immediate future. This feels like it probably is, I don't know. It feels like it's probably like from now until the middle of next month. Like there's a lot going on in that time, atmospherically. Okay, so we have Leo energy here. We have Piscean energy. We have Gemini and Aries energy here. We have, this one says full moon in Libra, so we do have Libra energy here, and the cardinal moon is the cardinal signs. Aries, Cancer, I'm learning them. Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. There we go. We have here the fixed signs. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. It feels like there's a King of Pentacles possibly in the future. Someone who is very down to earth, someone looking for a mate possibly, someone who is looking for the Empress, someone who, so if you are the Empress is Taurus and Libra because of the grounding and the stability. But just because you have those signs doesn't mean you are the Empress. If you're the Empress, you're likely 40 years old or more. You have some wisdom. Not saying you can't have wisdom before then, but it's likely that you have some wisdom and that you're quite a balanced person. You know the energy of all the queens. The King of Wands is here and the King of Pentacles. So that tells me that there's someone here that is in your future, that is financially stable, and someone who is very attractive to you. Or you are very attracted to them. Take it as it resonates, depending on how you're showing up in this reading here. All right. What else do we need? Okay. Oh, yes. We should find out who we're talking about, right? I'll give you some details on that in just a minute. Tell me about the collective. Advice for the collective. Celebration with the soulmate. You are, whoever you are that I'm connecting to. Yep. Any of those signs. I feel like you're the one who is going to connect with a soulmate here. Good times come from hard work. Time spent in good company. You're about to celebrate something with this soulmate. The divine will provide you with love when you are ready. This is the immediate future. I believe that it's before the end of the month that I'm talking about. I feel like for some of you, you're going to pop up in the comments and say, guess what? I would love that. That just makes my heart sing. Spread your wings. It says confidence that leads to freedom and growth, and be open to change. So you need confidence. You need to want to grow. In order to have this soulmate celebration, I feel like you have to be open. You got to be open to change, which is right here, right? It's positive change, really positive change, but it comes sort of at a price for anyone who is a fixed sign for sure, but anyone in general who doesn't like change, I feel like it's going to be hardest for you. But we do have spread your wings. Make sure that the confidence is there and do it. Be bold and make the first move. It feels like there is being open to change brings in this soulmate here. Yeah. The fact that you have a change within the heart space or your mind, you could be changing your mind as well. Be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth. I feel like you need to take whatever is coming to you in terms of, hey, do you want to go out for coffee, or, anything. I feel that as you start this reading here, I feel like love is in your future. I feel like there is definitely love in your future. But like I said, I feel like for those of you who are on this energy level or this timeline, I feel like for you, yeah, it's really close. Like this message is coming in, or you're sending this message, whoever it is, if it's you sending, or you're the one who is waiting for the message. Regardless, there's going to be messages going back and forth here shortly. Yeah, before the end of the month. We've got here overcoming obstacles. It feels like separation. It feels like there's a couple people here who have been separate, and there's been a lot of obstacles, and it's been hard to get this to come together. I think it's because this person right now, I think if this is you, at this moment, I feel like you're about to make a decision, and you're really up in your head about it. You may have logged in here to say, am I supposed to do it? I don't really know. And I feel like use your reason, use your gut, but the cards are telling me that you're up in your head and you're trying to make a decision about some sort of soulmate connection here. I think that you come to this decision that all the aces are in your hand, and you're the one that has to cast the spell, right? You're the magician. It's your responsibility to cast the spell. Because if this is someone that you're trying to connect with, if this is, we're talking about Cancer energy, it's the yin, right? Somebody might be calling you in. All right, here we go. Let's talk about details. Give us a few details about who we're talking about, please. See if it resonates with those who log here. Log in here. All right. I've got Aries. I did mention that. It felt like that from the beginning. So it does feel like it's Aries energy here. Sun, moon, or rising. Now is not the time. Why is that? It is before the be bold and take your first move card, if I'm being honest here. Now is not the time. It's almost time. And I'm feeling that right here. Like we're at 9s, right? So if you're seeing 9s, it's a reminder that things are about to change really quickly here, because 9s turn into 10s, which is the beginning of the new cycle. It's an end of a difficult period. It says this is a soulmate connection. Be prepared for a deeper connection. So I feel that it's not the time right now, but I feel like you're going to know when the time is. It's saying the time's not right now because you're all up in your head. You're all up in the swords energy here. But seeing a 9 tells me that you're like really at the moment of leaping. Yeah, stepping off the edge. We've closed off. So I think, this is you in swords. You're still closed off to making a decision, but I think that you will. All right, we have physically fit. We have an older feminine. You could be an older feminine, or maybe they are. And when I say older, I mean older than you, whatever your age is. This person may have lighter skin. And dark hair, possibly. Warm as the sun, cold as ice. Wow. That warm as the sun to me is Leo, cold as ice to me is Aquarius, and seeks emotions. That's a whole bunch of crazy emotions right there. Somebody who is going to be full of, I want to hug you, laughing, fun, joking, but it's going to hit you with the swords. And so it feels like there is somebody here who is probably Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Somebody's going to hit you with the swords, which is, we're going to have fun. I'm going to be as warm as the sun. And now I want the details, the facts. Let's talk about, you know what I mean? This person wants the details and the facts about emotions. Are you in love with them? Like, do you have feelings for them? This is someone you already know for some of you, and this person is now emotionally available. And then we have the 8s. Says success, financial blessings. You're going in the right direction. Things are about to be illuminated for you. Reap the benefits of hard work and use your intuition. So you're probably getting multiple numbers thrown at you at this point. But I'm going to say, if it's you, I'm not talking about like 111 222 on the clock. I'm talking about Maybe you're seeing 8s on a receipt, or you see it on a can of something in the store. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you're seeing it in really weird places, but I don't think you're the person who's seen 8s before. So I don't think that if you're the one that you're seeing them all the time, I don't think that's you. I think this is someone who's newly noticing numbers, and all of a sudden it goes from like 1s and 2s to all of a sudden it leaps to 8s. Yeah. It's because your intuition is on point. You're going in the right direction. We have 3s. Help is on the way. Keep growing. Prayers are coming true, and a new journey is close. That's what we've been saying, right? All right, I'm gonna go. It'd be lovely to know. I know it's hard to come back here and give me comments, but I'd be really interested to know if this is your reading. All right, as always, I love you guys. Thank you so much for clicking here. I'm out. Bye-bye.